On today's episode, flying to Kiev, Ukraine to give a design team Webflow training in person 3 days. It's going to be super fun. Alright, so it is 7:30 p.m. Just got to the hotel room here in Kiev, Ukraine. Super nice hotel room, by the way. Anyway, the context of my trip here is this. A lot of tech companies in Israel, and I think abroad as well, are starting now design team and development teams in Kiev because, in Ukraine, I think in general, because there's a lot of great development and design talent at reasonable rates comparing to other parts of the world, the US and Israel, where salaries are higher. So there is a lot of growing talent here, and one of the companies based in Israel hired me to come here and train their design team with Webflow. They're building a lot of landing pages and also full-blown website. They're kind of an agency type, and so my goal here is to take them from kind of like zero. They have no context whatsoever about Webflow, and in 3 days build a whole process for their company, make sure that they're able to build up websites without front-end developers, and then connect them to their own backend. So just build out a whole process for them. I'm pretty excited about this. Haven't done an live in training in quite a while, so I'm really excited about this. I think tonight I'll try to take it easy, plan for tomorrow's schedule, and then tomorrow wake up early and go deliver the first day, where basically I'll give them a whole context about building website with Webflow, trying to mastering layout. That's probably going to be tomorrow. Hope it will be going well. All right, it is morning of day one. Set up my computer here and rewrote a little bit of the presentation and the scheduling for the 3 days based on some questions I got from the guys that I'll be training. So feeling prepared. Gonna go there and try to make the best of the first day. Right, so the first day is over. Actually, it was a pretty exhausting day because we covered a lot of ground. For people, designers who never saw Webflow before, covering all the layout tools and learning to actually think like a developer, understanding all the web concept of, what is HTML, CSS, how to think in like the box model and Flexbox. It can be a lot. So, after talking, I was talking for like almost 7 hours. So you can hear my voices a little bit cracking down, and I could see like people's eyes almost rolling when there was a lot of information. But I think they got it, or at least tomorrow when they'll start actually practicing this, I think they'll grasp a lot of it much better. At the end of the day, I actually took one of their landing pages and I was like, let's see how I used all the tools that I taught you today to build this specific landing page, and build it in like 40 minutes. And then I told them, and this is something that would take them usually 4 days to do. Since they finished the design, then moving it over to front-end developers, this whole process, going back and forth until the design, it will be ready for, launching. That would take 4 days. And I showed them how to do this in like 40 minutes. Whew, I'm exhausted actually. Anyway, and told them if I did this in 40 minutes with explaining to you how I'm doing this, you should be able to do this under 30 minutes. So this is how much time this should take you. And I could see that people are like really impressed with this and thinking, wow, I'll be able to do that. So that was really, really cool. I'm excited for tomorrow. And this day was like so nice weather-wise that I finished the day and went out to see the town a little bit. It was really, really nice. All right, it is day 2. Voice is ruined. I hope I'll be able to speak for the whole day. Spend a little morning here to prepare a little bit of exercise to cover some advanced positioning and the interactions, which we'll cover today. Basically, I'm hoping to finish up everything that I wanted to teach by lunchtime so that after lunch, we'll be able to start discussing their own process, how they'll be able to implement working with Webflow in their company, and then start actually working on their own projects. So should be an interesting day. Okay, so day 2 is now over. This day has been pretty intensive, teaching the designers how to use interactions, and it's you can see on their eyes when they're finding some concepts pretty hard to grasp. It actually gave me some ideas on how to create new videos for my Webflow masterclass, where I'm teaching people how to use Webflow online, where I don't really have the access to see where they're struggling. So actually doing in-person training gives me insights into how to better explain and better teach. So that's been really helpful. And then afternoon, they've actually started working on their own project, which is exciting. And hopefully tomorrow we'll spend the whole day working on their project. So by the time that I leave here, they already have made a lot of progress in actually building some of the project that they're working on. But today I'm like really, really tired. I think I'm just gonna go crash here and take it easy today so that I have full powers for tomorrow. All right, we are at day 3. Today's going to be focused on helping the guys to master the skills that they've learned in the last 3 days. Last night, actually, they've started sending the studio manager, who's basically my client, landing pages that they finished already. So he was super excited, starting to see real world coming through. I think I'm going to focus today mainly on helping them how to think and how to plan their website before they're actually building it. Headed to the office now. All right, and this is a wrap on 3 full days of Webflow training, taking designers who have never built website themselves, always worked with front-end developers, from having zero context into today they've actually built landing pages, made major progress on a really big and actually complicated website that was actually really kind of emotional for me and moving. Yesterday I was a little bit stressed because I didn't know if they'll actually be able to pull it off. And today, even though they had a lot of questions and they struggled with some things, they made amazing progress, and they're tackling really hard problems that I actually had to think and sometimes look up for a solution, because they're trying to do custom components, custom sliders, interactions, some really complicated stuff. They're not going to stick to like the basic web design stuff. They're really trying to push the limits, and I'm really, really excited and proud of them. So this sums it up. It was a lot of work. I now understand why I don't do those in live training, in-person live training more often. It really takes up a lot of energy for me. But then again, working with people, seeing the progress, and making new designer friends is always exciting for me. So hope this was, you enjoyed watching this process, helping the people. Obviously I couldn't really show what they were working on because this is confidential and based on them. But as you know, some of you know, I do have my online course, the Webflow Masterclass. And if you are interested in learning Webflow, you don't have to wait for an in-person training with me or anybody else. You can go and learn it on your own right now. So if that's interesting for you, check the link in the description. And yeah, we'll be back to the normal scheduling the rest of the week. Check you out on the next video.